Hello and welcome to Message in a Moment. Today in our moment together, let's talk about today's moments becoming the preparation for our tomorrow's lifestyle. What's happening to you today? We can't just say, okay, well, that's all there is to it, because it could be preparation time for the great things that are becoming into your life. Here's the thing. You may be a shepherd training to be a king. I'll tell you the story about David. David was a wonderful young fella. He was a boy, probably 17 years old, and he was out taking care of his father's sheep. And the prophet Elijah was told to go and anoint a king. And so he went looking to the house of Jesse to anoint this king. Well, David was out taking care of the sheep, so the prophet saw all the other sons of Jesse and didn't feel like any of them were the king. And so finally he said, do you have any other sons? And Jesse said, oh yeah, I got one son left. His name's David. So they went and got David. He anointed David as king of Israel. Interestingly enough, the very next step David took was to go right back to taking care of the sheep. Isn't that interesting? Now he's a sheep keeper who is anointed as a king. But he went through 13 years of preparation before at 30 he actually became king of Israel. And the story of what all David went through is absolutely astounding, because every step that he took was steps of maturity, steps of having to make good decisions, steps of becoming strong in character, strong in nature. And so I'm taking the story of David as his being a shepherd boy who was actually in training to be a king, and I want to apply that to you today as well as to me. Now you can look at me and tell that I'm not a young person. I don't think I'm really old, but I'm certainly not as young as some of you may be. And you may be thinking, here I am in this mundane kind of an existence. I'm out here taking care of somebody's sheep, or I'm out here taking care of somebody else's business, and I've got something beating in my heart that's wanting to aspire to excellence. Well, I want to encourage you to go with that. Here's what I want to encourage you to do. Be faithful in what you have now. Be faithful where you are. Blossom where you're planted, in the knowledge of this, that you'll not always be here. You may be later on moving into your kingship, but right now be faithful over the sheep that God has asked you to take care of. Well, I hope you enjoyed our moment together, and I'll be here again. I hope you are there. Until then, God bless you.